So when we first pull up to the DMV, we would want to make sure we have our window down. The examiner will walk over to the car, ask for our paperwork at the beginning of the paperwork. We hand it to the examiner, and from there they're going to ask you for the safety tips of the car, which be to show the left blinker, right blinker, windshield wiper, hazard lights, front defroster, rear defroster. They will ask for the park brake, which is lower here. Turn it on, release. They will ask you to honk the horn. They will ask you for your hand signals, which will be left, right, and stop. From there, they will ask you to push on the brake. They will examine the lights around the outside of the car to ensure that everything is working properly. Once everything is working properly, the examiner will then go ahead and proceed into the car. Once the examiner proceeds into the car, they will have you start the car, put your seatbelts on, and tell you to proceed from there. From here, we are going to go forward, put the car in drive, and execute from here. Just want to leave out of the DMV, making a left turn. In this case, there's parked cars here, so you would need to inch up as far as you can, looking left to right, and proceeding forward. In the residential neighborhood, the speed limit is about 25 miles per hour, so make sure that you are at or about that speed limit. At stop signs, come to a complete stop. Count to 3 in your mind. Look back and forth in the intersection to make sure it's clear, and proceed. Here we're going to make a left turn. Make sure you put on your left signal. Look right to left. Make sure it's clear, and proceed. Good thing to include is make sure while you're driving you have 2 hands on the steering wheel. Some people are a little more advanced drivers and use 1 hand, but during the test, please use 2 hands on the steering wheel. Looking over my shoulder to the right, pull over, do not touch the curb, come to a complete stop. The examiner will then ask you to put your car in reverse. I'm going to have you look in your rear view mirror, your right side mirror. Make sure your steering wheel is straight. As long as the steering wheel is straight, long as the steering wheel is straight, the car will roll straight back. You do not have to push on the accelerator. Just keep your foot slightly above the brake, just in case you're going to hit the curb. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and look back. Using your mirror and over your shoulder. and the examiner will tell you to stop. Once the examiner tells you to stop, then straighten up again, put your car in drive. At this point, you need to put on your left blinker, look in your left side mirror, look over your shoulder to make sure that it's clear. Once it is clear for takeoff, then go ahead and proceed. I'm going to make a left turn here. Let's see if we can get out onto the main road. Maybe we can find some bike lanes or something. These are very important here. Unrestricted lights. At an unrestricted light, we need to make sure when we're entering the intersection that it's clear, looking right and left, and making sure you turn into the very first lane when proceeding forward. Sometimes the speed limit is not visible, and so at this particular point I would maintain anywhere between 25 and 30 in a business type setting as such, especially until you find the actual speed limit. So upon making the turn, we're going to make sure, left turn, we're going to make sure that the intersection is clear and that you have the right of way to turn. When making a lane change, we want to make sure we look completely over our right shoulder to the right for the right hand turn change, excuse me. And if we're going to make a right turn here, we get into the bike lane, look over our shoulder, look to the left, make sure it's clear, and continue to proceed right into the turn. Entering a school zone. When the children are present, we need to make sure that we are driving the speed limit of 25 and erring on the side of caution, just in case there's children that may come out and cross the street. When turning right on green, you do not have to stop. You just should slow down, turn and look left, and proceed forward. Do not stop at the green light.